This is a Temple Friend, the brand new legendary from the Royal Aztec egg, with a 3% chance of hatching this. Let's go and find out what offers will people go and give us for the brand new legendary. This pet is fully grown with fly and ride potions. Now, we are inside a very rich server with players who have mega neon shadow dragons. So let's find out what will people go and offer for one of the world's first Temple Friend. The first offer for this fly ride Temple Friend includes an Aurora Fox. I think this was like 600 Robux and it's got a cool animation to it. So that's pretty good. And then a Bush Elephant. I think that's kind of an exotic legendary. That's pretty decent. And then the Firefly. I believe you can still go and purchase this pet for Robux. The Frost Claw costs like 100,000 of gingerbread. These are some pretty good pets for one legendary. Now bear in mind, this pet will probably drop in value. It's so high right now as this is one of the world's first Temple Friends. You know those eggs that I traded earlier? Well, you have a 6% chance of a legendary, and then you half that again, which means there's only a 3% chance to hatch the Temple Friend, which is still very, very slim odds. Plus, people want to be one of the world's first person to go and own like a Neon Temple Friend, for example, so people are definitely willing to overpay. They've just added a golden penguin. This is very cool. Realistically, in a couple of days, this pet will probably be worth a mid-tier legendary, because once it's in a couple of days, you'll be able to get this pet from the regular Aztec egg. Currently, the only way to get it is from the royal egg, and then the odds will be around 1 to 2% to go and hatch this. This player is offering us a royal Aztec egg, a danger egg, and a desert egg, which I would say is definitely under, to be honest, so we'd definitely hit decline. Now remember that this is fully grown and has a fly and a ride potion on it. And hey, that's one of the brand new pets. It's an uncommon. I mean, I guess it makes sense. There does have to be uncommons in this game, but that's sad to go and see get hatched. But oh my, this offer's crazy. A ride dodo. That's from the fossil egg. That's like 5 eggs old. That's old. You know it's old when it's like from the dinosaurs. A fallow deer with a ride potion on it. That's also nice. And a naughty missile troll. That's a pretty good legendary. There's a lot of value in this. Wow. And then they've even added a ride potion. Now remember, there is a fly and a ride potion on this. And adding fly and ride potions on modern pets does add a bit of value realistically. So this is a very good offer, and I think will help to give you a better understanding that if you go and hatch your egg and you manage to get a legendary, you're rich. You could go and trade it instantly and get some very crazy offers. They're offering us a fly ride golden rat. This pet used to be very much hated. It was as much hated as the metal ox. But somehow the golden rat managed to escape the hate and increase a lot in value, which makes no sense. Also a cheetah, a scarecrow crow, and a rosy maple moth. Now, if you were to go and get the Temple Friend in maybe a week's time, this would be an amazing offer because it's a new legendary and you could go and get out of game pets. And you know what happens to pets that are out of game? They increase in value. Now imagine that the Temple Friend's available in Adopt Me for the next 180 days, like this little moth, then obviously it will decrease in value over time. So good tips are to go and get these pets and trade them quickly. Now this is a very good offer. We're going to say cool offer, thanks for offering and being in the video. And then we'll press no thank you. Currently, you can definitely get a lot of better offers than that. So I guess we can find out what other things are people willing to trade. A green-chested pheasant with a ride potion on it. A fly ride winged horse. It seems to be pretty consistent that every single Temple Friend trade request we're getting is 3 to 4 legendaries currently, which is pretty cool. That is pretty cool to see that this new legendary is liked. But remember that there is 2 legendaries in this egg, And this is only one of them. Now, I would love for you guys to comment on this video, which one do you prefer? Do you prefer the temple friend? Or do you prefer the CookieCutter? That one. How do you spell it? Quetzalcoatl? Yeah, the winged snake. You could let me know which one you prefer in the comment section. I personally think that the temple friend looks like a koala. I just think it looks like a koala that's dressed up. Like, that's the vibes it's giving me. It kind of looks like a human combined with a koala, and I just realized the hair on the back, it kind of looks like a horse's hair. This is definitely an interesting pet, especially the walk animation kind of walks like a little human. Let's actually go and press fly in case anyone's curious. How does this look like when it flies? Why does it walk while it flies? That is so funny to see that animation of it flying. That's pretty cool though. So I think there's a lot of people who have been very lucky in this server because there's so many temple friends that are getting hatched in this server, which is absolutely crazy. I mean, maybe it's just because we're in a rich server that everyone maybe hatched multiple, because like multiple mega shadow dragons, bro. I thought it was the same person. I thought it was the same one. Oh my. Oh my. Now remember, it's a 6% chance for a legendary. There's 2 legendaries. It therefore results in a 3% chance to go and get each legendary. Now, if I was you, I would try and get at least a neon legendary if you hatch it before the main egg comes out. Now, what I am about to go and do is one of the best traits in Adopt Me history. A fly right temple friend for a mooncake. Let's go and hit confirm. Now, why in the world would I go and do this trait? Well, unfortunately, I was not lucky enough myself to go and hatch the temple friend. Instead, I had to go and borrow it from Mega Frost Lover 4. So shout out to them for me borrowing their temple friend to find out what sort of offers we would go and get. If I was you, trade it now, and while you still go and get overpays. Now remember, when going and hatching this egg, you have a 1 in 3 chance of going and getting an uncommon. A 1 in 3 chance of getting a rare. And then a 1 in 3 chance of getting the ultra rare or a legendary. Well, technically 1 in 4 to get an ultra rare. And then 6 out of 100. So if you open 100 eggs, you'd get 6 legendaries. Which isn't bad. That's not too bad. Overall, the odds, pretty decent. But if I was you, I would just trade your Royal Aztec egg. You'll get so many better offers than going and hatching it. Because remember, the majority of people, like 2/3 of the time, you're going to get a bad pet. 2/3 of the time, you're not going to get a good offer. You will pretty much always go and get a bad thing 2/3 of the time. So trade it, please. Do not go and hatch it. But if you do hatch it, go tell me what you hatched in the comments. If you enjoyed this video, go and press the button on the screen to see me trade the Aztec Royal Egg. I think you'll enjoy that video next, and subscribe. 60% of you watching this have not pressed the button, so do it right now.